Hi and welcome to another Clevertouch Learn at Home video with me, Gareth, primary school teacher, and my daughter Tallulah. Wave hello to everyone, Tallulah. Well, welcome parents, carers and especially children to an English session for Key Stage 1 children. Although if you love stories, it's for anybody really. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to tell you a story and show you some activities and give you some ideas of challenges that you can do at home, because I know that getting Key Stage 1 children to write might seem like a big task, but this is something you can do that will be really fun. So we're going to start off retelling a very famous story. You tired already? It's a hot day in the conservatory. Hopefully you'll enjoy this story. It's not a bedtime story yet, but it could be, depending on when you watch this video. So we're going to tell a very famous story, Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Tallulah, will you press the arrow to take us to the first page? That's it? Oh, you jumped too far ahead. Right, so here we go. Enjoy the story. And you too, Tallulah. Once upon a time, there lived three bears in a cottage in the woods. There was Mummy Bear, who was in the kitchen making everybody's porridge. Daddy Bear, who was always the last at getting out of bed and was slowly getting ready to go down for his breakfast, and Baby Bear, who'd got ready ages ago and was having a good bounce on his bed. Mummy Bear was finally ready and called up the stairs, "Breakfast!" Can you remember what the bears are having for breakfast? Anybody know in the story? Can you remember, Tallulah? Porridge. So, Daddy Bear very eagerly rushed downstairs. Baby Bear very eagerly rushed downstairs. "Have you washed your hands?" said Mummy Bear. "Yes," said Baby Bear. Yes," said Daddy Bear. "Well, go and sit down then," said Mummy Bear. So the three bears took their positions behind the table. Can you do that, Tallulah? Put Baby Bear and Daddy Bear next to his big bowl. There he is. Put him on the chair there. Plonk him down. Okay, what about Mummy Bear? Mummy Bear had the medium-sized bowl of porridge, and Baby Bear then had the little bowl of porridge. And they got ready to eat, and they raised the first spoon of gloopy porridge to their lips, and oh, what was wrong with the porridge, Tallulah? It was too hot. Oh dear. I know what we'll do, said Mummy Bear. Let's go for a walk in the beautiful sunshine, and then when we come back, the porridge will be just right to eat. So the three bears got ready to leave their cottage. Let's move Mummy Bear over there. Okay, so are they not moving? There we go. Come on, Mummy Bear. And get Baby Bear as well, ready to do that. Yeah, Baby Bear too.
Oh yeah, I forgot him.
Yeah. Okay, so the three bears are getting ready to go. Right, Tallulah, let's go to the next screen.
Wait.
Oh, is he there now, is he? Okay, you ready? Just once. Okay, so the three bears left their cottage and off they went down the path for their lovely walk. Dun, 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 wait for me, said Daddy Bear. Now, what they didn't realise is that they didn't shut the door properly. And who came along, Tallulah?
Goldilocks.
Right, a little girl called Goldilocks was wandering through the forest, up to mischief, wondering what she could do. And she decided to sneak into the three bears' cottage for a nosy around. Okay, so here she is in the three bears' cottage. Now where did she go to first, Tallulah? Oh, it wasn't to the chairs, it was to the porridge. Oh, you brought the chair with you. There we go. Let's put Mummy Bear's chair back there. Yes, Goldilocks decided to have a taste of all the different types of porridge. First of all, she tried Daddy Bear's porridge, but it was too hot. There was far too much of it. It hadn't cooled down enough. So then she tried Mummy Bear's porridge, but that porridge was too... Do you know what was wrong with that porridge?
Cold.
No, it was actually too sweet. Mummy Bear's got a bit of a sweet tooth, and she says she's on Slimming World. Anyway, finally, Baby Bear's porridge, and when Goldilocks tried it, it was just right. And do you know what she did? She gobbled it all up, every little bit. After that full tummy of porridge, she felt like she needed to have a little sit down before she explored the rest of the house. So first of all, she sat down on Daddy Bear's chair. Oh, and it was really, really hard. Then she plopped down into Mummy Bear's chair, but it was much too soft. Finally, she sat on Baby Bear's chair, and it was just right, but creaky, and a little bit wobbly, and all of a sudden, very, very broken. She broke the chair. Goldilocks hurt her bottom and thought she better have a lie down. So she snuck upstairs and she went into the three bears' bedroom. First of all, she visited Daddy Bear's bed. It was the biggest. She could stretch out. She thought this would be marvellous, but it was far too uncomfortable. It was really hard and lumpy. Then she went to Mummy Bear's bed, and that was, again, far too soft. She sank into it, could hardly breathe. Finally, she went on to Baby Bear's bed, and she fell.
That's right.
Yeah, she fell straight to sleep. Okay, now, eventually though, the three bears, eventually, Tallulah, three bears came back. You didn't notice, but here they are coming in the back door. So, there's Mummy Bear.
Wait, let me do it.
Yeah. And there's Baby Bear coming in. Yeah, and that's it. And there's Daddy Bear. Oh, you've covered him over again. Here you go. So, the three bears came wandering into the house. Okay, so let me move them over to this bit really nice and fast, because it's very hard. I'm not hiding the bill. They came over to their porridge. And Daddy Bear was the first one to notice that something was the matter. And he said, hold on, somebody's been eating my porridge. And Mummy Bear spotted her porridge. And she went, somebody's been eating my porridge. And then Baby Bear spotted his porridge and said, somebody's been eating my porridge, and it's all gone. Really upset. Daddy Bear was furious, and he stomped over towards the chairs where sit down to puzzle this out. Wait a minute. Somebody's been sitting in my chair, he said. And somebody's been sitting in my chair, said Mummy Bear, spotting that the cushions were all messed up. And Baby Bear spotted his chair, and what was the matter with it?
It went broke.
Somebody's been sitting in my chair. It's all broken. Then they heard snoring coming from upstairs. Quick, upstairs, said Daddy Bear. And he charged up into their bedrooms. Oh, we've left Baby Bear behind.
No, we do it.
Daddy Bear went straight away to his bed. Ooh. Somebody's been sleeping in my bed, said Daddy Bear, hunting around. And somebody's been sleeping in my bed, said Mummy Bear, equally furious. But the most angry of all was Baby Bear. Somebody's been sleeping in my bed, and she's still there! His shriek immediately woke Goldilocks up. Ah! And she jumped out of the window, leapt off the roof, and ran away, never to be seen again.
Maybe like that.
Yeah. The end. Now, I hope you enjoyed that story. I want to show you now some of the activities that you can sign up to on our website related to this story. We'll see how Tallulah gets on with those. So bear with me a second while we switch to my laptop mode very quickly. Okay, here come the activities. So, you ready to do that? Here's the first activity, which will take full screen. There's 4 activities linked to the Goldilocks story. So let's go full screen with the first one. On this one, Tallulah, it's all about matching the key words of the story to where they go on the picture. So if I tell you what the words say, you can take the number and put it in the right place. So Tallulah, where is the large bed? Oh, that's it. Take that number 1 to the large bed. There you go, excellent. Now this one says Mummy Bear's porridge. Where is Mummy Bear's porridge? Can she get it right? Okay, the next one is the big chair. Can you spot on the screen where the big chair is? Daddy Bear's chair. Number 3, make sure you've picked it up, T. That's it. The big chair. She got it right. Well done. Now the next one to do is baby bear's porridge. Okay, so you can see how this activity works. Really good. Number 5 is Goldilocks herself. Can you find the tag for Goldilocks? Where's she? At the minute in this story, she's bouncing on Daddy Bear's bed. What a pest. So there's that activity you can have a lot of fun with. Should we try another activity, Tallulah? I'm going to do one more. That one says small bed. The small bed. Okay.
All of them.
You want to do all of the labels? Alright, bear with us then, folks. The medium chair, that one says to do. The medium-sized chair. Medium. Ah, look, it's red. Medium means in the middle, middle-sized. Alright, Mummy Bear is the next tag to do. Mummy Bear. Okay, fantastic. The next one says, if I just scroll up, it says middle-sized bed. Middle-sized bed. Middle-sized. Okay, oh, just missed a little bit. Excellent. Then it says Daddy Bear. Where's he? Can we spot him anywhere on the page? Can you see him at home? I think we left the tag. There we go. Okay, and finally, next it says Daddy Bear's porridge. The biggest bowl. He's the biggest bear. He needs the most food. And that one says little chair. Excellent. So, next time we play that game, Tallulah, you're going to read those words. Yeah? Okay. Now let's leave full screen. And we'll have a look at this next activity over here. Now, here are some questions. So this is a bit of comprehension for you. And the answers are on the other side of these cards. So Tallulah, why did the bears go for a walk? Their porridge was too hot. Their porridge was too hot. Excellent. Who crept into the cottage?
Goldilocks.
Not the big bad wolf. Go on then, sum it up. Yep, it was Goldilocks. Whose porridge was too sweet?
Mummy's best.
Let's have a look. Give it another tap, gently. Yeah. Whose chair was broken? Do you know this at home?
Baby bears.
Okay. Whose bed was too hard?
Daddy bears.
Good girl. And finally, who spotted Goldilocks first?
Baby bear.
Yes, because she was on his bed. Well done. High five you. You got it all right. Well done. Okay, let's leave full screen. Now this activity down here is a nice one, but it's going to be a tricky one.
I can usually do this.
Now this one is all about sequencing the events. If you can sequence the events in this story, maybe you can sequence the events similar for your own stories. So, Tallulah, we don't move those, you move these. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to read these to you, and we've got to try and put them in the right order. Okay? So for example, when this one says Goldilocks ran away, did that happen at the beginning, the middle, or the end of the story? The very end. That's right, isn't it? Okay. Now, what about the bears went for a walk? When did that happen? The beginning, middle, or end of the story? Oh, over here a bit. There we go. That's right. So this is a tricky one, and reading through all those cards there will help you sort of sequence them. So for example, Tallulah, this one says the bears came home. Where would you put that in the story, do you think? It doesn't matter if you get them wrong, because you can rearrange them as you move them around. So you're going to put the bears came home there. Okay, well we'll see if you're right in a minute. Now, don't forget, the bears came home, and then you've got Goldilocks ran away there. There's a big gap in the story. Did lots of things happen in between bears coming home and Goldilocks running? I suppose they did, because they found lots of, oh, you changed your mind and put it that way. Okay, what about this one? Goldilocks ate some porridge. Did she do that before the bears come home? She did, didn't she? So that one needs to move. She ate porridge before the bears came home. Yeah, so she ate some, but she did some other things as well. Goldilocks broke a chair. What did she do first? Eat porridge or break the chair?
Eat porridge.
She ate porridge first. So that means that one needs to go further down, doesn't it? Yeah, I'll help you. Oh, this one's got the top.
This one.
Hey?
Right here.
Well then, there you go. Let's have a look. Goldilocks broke a chair there.
What's that one?
That one says Goldilocks went... Ah, look at this one. Goldilocks went into the cottage. So as you can see, this is a much trickier in-depth activity that you and your children learning at home can have a really good discussion about and take some time to get into the right order. Yeah, we'll have another go at this one later. Right, wait a minute, Tallulah.
This one's too hard.
Oh, not really. I know that she'll be able to do it. Okay, now, what about this one? The final one is just for a bit of fun. It's hangman, if you like, but with the Goldilocks story. This is a word from the Goldilocks story, Tallulah, and we've got to guess the letters. So pick a letter that you think might be in this word. It's quite a long word, isn't it? Think of something in the Goldilocks story. Can you think of a letter? D. There is a D in that word. Good guess. You haven't lost a life. And there's quite a few rounds of this. Oh, there's no U. You've lost a life.
Sorry.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to guess here.
Yes, there's a G. So there's a J sound at the end. Oh, no N though. Be careful. Are we going to go for P then?
Yeah.
P. It begins with P. What was in the story that began with P?
Porridge.
Porridge. Well, O is the next sound.
R.
G. And what's going to go at the end to give it the J? You've got the J. No, you've got J already. The D and the G make the J sound. It needs a letter that helps it to say J.
P-R-E-Ch.
What's up? Now, tell me a letter that goes at the end of lots of words. Can you guess at home? Yeah, well done. You got that word right.
What to do again?
Well, we've got some other ones to do. Now, what Tallulah is having a go at this next word, a much shorter word in the Goldilocks story. Here's a challenge for you. Why don't you try to write your own Goldilocks style story? But it doesn't have to be Goldilocks. Oh dear. It doesn't have to be Goldilocks and the Three Bears. It could be any character. It could be yourself sneaking in. Tallulah, you're going to have a go, aren't you? What kind of animal would you like to write a story about? Turn around. What animal do you think you'd have? Instead of Goldilocks and the Three Bears, Goldilocks and the Three what?
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs. That's a good idea. And we'll have a go at making that story and show you on another video. And good luck if you have a go at writing your own and try the activities. Alright, so we're going to say goodbye to everyone. And remember, learning, hopefully, is always better with G and T. Bye.